Elvis Presley inspired many music stars over the years, but he had a profound effect on the incredible bass-baritone singer Barry White during his troubled youth. The king persuaded the star to change his life and move away from being in a gang. July 4, 2022, was the 19th anniversary of Barry White's death. The extraordinary American singer died in 2003 after suffering a cardiac arrest at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. But his spectacular career would not have been possible without the legendary Elvis Presley, who turned his life around when he was a troublesome youth in the 1960s. White was born in Galveston, Texas, but was later brought up in the Watts neighborhood of South Central Los Angeles, California. He had one sibling, his younger brother Darryl, who he frequently got into trouble with as a teenager. He recalled at one point, "We were a two-man gang, respected and feared. For years we ran and ruled the streets of our neighborhood." Despite being a pair of notorious gang members, things did not go well for White. At one point he was arrested and placed in Los Angeles' juvenile hall. When White was almost 16 years old, on Wednesday, August 10, 1960, everything changed for him. The star's story was told in Tom Rubithon's book White Music, The Barry White Story. White looked back on being put in prison for more than 6 months. "My freedom had been taken," he remembered, "and I asked myself, how did I get here? I realized it wasn't anyone but me who had put me here, and that it was up to me to get myself out." Eventually, he turned the radio on and had his life changed. One of Presley's biggest songs at the time blared through the speakers, "It's Now or Never." The somber song was actually a cover of the Italian track O Sole Mio by Edoardo Di Capua. "I had heard it before," White recalled, "but it was like hearing it for the first time, just for me." White explained that it felt as if Elvis was singing directly to him, and the song's message resonated with him in a powerful way. White continued, "It was like he was telling me, change your life, Barry. You're thinking about going another way. It's now or never." I understood that. The next morning, August 11, 1960, White had a different perspective on everything. He remembered, "Everything around me looked and felt just a little bit different." From then on, he worked on his music career, and it was quite the career. White went on to record 20 albums, which were comprised of 20 gold singles and 10 platinum singles. White sold more than 100 million records, making him one of the best-selling artists of all time. Unfortunately, he had a tough final portion of his life. White was overweight and had an extremely poor diet. He suffered a minor stroke on October 30, 1995, and his health continued to deteriorate from then on. In May 2003, he suffered a severe stroke while on dialysis awaiting a kidney transplant, but his poor health prevented him from receiving a new organ. The 58-year-old died of cardiac arrest on July 4, 2003. His remains were cremated, and his ashes were scattered on the California coast.
Please subscribe, like and hit the notification button for more videos.